this cyclone has struck Odisha, Orissa, which is one of the most densely populated regions in the world, sort of looking at 100 million or more people at risk. So far, no casualties announced, but this is a very rural area, people living in very informal situations. So we're still going to be waiting another day or two to find out any numbers at all.
Clearly, it's been a huge operation to evacuate all these people. How much prior warning did people have to say it's going to be dangerous, you've got to get out?
The warnings have been put out by the government of India and state governments for a little bit of time now. We're in the middle of an election, which made things tricky, but the Election Commission has allowed the local governments to spend money, which is normally not allowed during election periods, to put in this huge scheme to remove people from the area. The hope is that this has alleviated any chance of casualties, but you have Indian Navy ships on standby down in Chennai. You have the military has been swung into action. The government has put everything they can into getting people out of there.
Were people reluctant to leave, or was there definitely a sense of urgency to suggest this could be dangerous, you've got to go?
People in India are often reluctant to leave in these sorts of situations. They live, like I said, in very informal situations, rurally, very little infrastructure, very little connectivity. People often live in large families with elderly relatives, and their homes are often very fragile to this kind of incident. One other place that's at risk is Cox's Bazar, where a lot of refugees from Bangladesh have ended up, where again, the situation is very fragile. So something like this can literally tear someone's life and home apart.
What do we know about the trajectory of the cyclone? Is it likely that damage could get worse, or have we seen the worst of it already?
Well, obviously, Rosie, when a cyclone hits land, it starts to lose power. The concern is that if it comes back into the sort of greater Bay of Bengal, it could strike somewhere like Cox's Bazar and sort of in Bangladesh, which already suffers a lot of flooding and natural disasters every year, and so many of the population are displaced each and every year by results of climate change and from natural disasters. So the government is hoping that this continues to lose speed and it makes more of a way inland than back out to sea.